Hello and welcome back to Beer Babies, the podcast journey where we try to find the best beer money can buy. I'm your host, my name's Will and I like some beers, and joining me back on the podcast is my regular co-host, Billy.
Hey guys, I'm Billy, I like a lot of beers.
And I'm also joined by Declan.
Hey guys, I'm Declan, I don't like beer.
And we're also joined by the guy who cuts our hair, Jack Kinslow. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, I'm Jack Kinslow and I cut hair.
It's so nice to have you on the pod, Jack. You are a very good friend and barber, so we thought we'd get you on the podcast so we can show you how much we know about you through these incredible beers we've chosen. So what I set the boys a task, and I said, we're going to explain Jack to the listeners, and we're going to do that in beer form. So why don't I go first? Because I set the challenge, so I might as well set the standard as well, as I always do.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong.
So I was at a bottle shop and I saw this out the corner of my eye and I thought, this screams Jack Kinslow. Okay. So what I grabbed is Hop Nation's J Juice. So I went for this one because it's like some badass chick with a laser gun and some sick tatties, some of which I legitimately think you have, Jack. So it's called J Juice, which I thought must stand for Jack Juice, but I actually looked it up. And did you know that this beer used to be called Jedi Juice, and the lady used to have the same haircut as Princess Leia?
The buns.
So I think as this beer company and this beer in particular have gotten more popular, it's gotten more recognized, and they've had to change it a little bit. So they've changed the look of the can, but apparently it tastes exactly the same. Now, I think I might have had this once before, but I can't really remember.
Sounds familiar to me.
So I'm excited to give it another go. So what I thought I'd do is, Dick, do you want to pour this bad boy out? So Jack can have some, and then everybody else can have a little go. And while you're doing that,
A lot of pressure. You're watching me.
Don't you fuck up.
Good experience.
So I actually got a couple little facts in
What?
this. So I looked it up, and so
how much am I pouring out?
just a little bit. Just give everybody a little bit,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
Jack
it's
can have
heaps.
them.
There's only one.
Yeah, one can, true.
Yeah.
Need us.
So like I was saying before, the J Juice is one of Hop Nation's most award-winning beers, and it used to be called the Jedi Juice, but it's since had a haircut and it's now called the J Juice. New hair, same beer. It has some hazy
Just what we
goodness,
can, or-
and it's got that slightly new look. The beer profile is hazy, juicy, with a citrus hop aroma, finished off with intense flavors and a great mouthfeel. So it's pretty exciting. But the other thing I thought about this, Jack, is not only does the lady on the can look just like you, the beer itself is also hard as fuck because it's 7.1% alcohol.
Oh,
So if you're drinking this, then you better be ready to party. So
Oh damn.
why don't you have a little try and tell us what you think, and then maybe we could have a chat and say what we think.
It's cloudy, man. What kind of beer is this?
So it's a NEPA, so New England IPA,
Right.
which is pretty exciting. So Jack, what do you think?
yeah, pretty shit.
I agree with that statement.
But before we keep going, Jack,
Oh,
do
it's
you
full of
even
flavour.
like beer?
I do, but I don't like craft beers.
Ah, right.
So-
well, you're in for a
I
surprise.
know.
So
I'm a lucky boy.
I did know this about you, but I wanted to encapsulate you, and I thought I'd try that. And I thought maybe I'd be able to convince you, like you'd feel like it was sort of like a kindred spirit sort of situation.
I wouldn't say you're too far off, like, because it tastes like there's an arsehole on the tongue.
Mm,
You know?
yeah,
It just
yeah.
tastes
And I
like
come off
Jack.
that way sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. So if Jack was a beer, I think he would be the J Juice, which I like to think stands
Yeah,
for.
and
Jack
strong.
juice.
So, and I know if you hang around Jack too long, you get pretty fucked up.
Yes,
So,
because that's the
not
truth.
wrong.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's good.
So yeah, what do you guys think of it? So Declan, you didn't like it.
No, I don't like it.
What in particular? Because I know you don't like overly strong fruity beers, but I don't like this. Isn't super fruity. It's just
I don't know, it's just bitter. And I don't know, it's,
Heavy on the palate.
yeah, just hitting all the bitter notes on my tongue.
yeah.
Does it have that real alcoholic taste though? Is it just me, or does it taste like it's shot with something?
I
Like
think-
there's some spirit in there.
I think I'm getting that a little bit, like that sort of that like
You
you
can
were saying,
tell it's
that
really alcoholic.
That alcoholic bit, but I also don't think it's too overpowering because like it's like all the stuff they described it tasting like. I think it's actually for everything it's got going on, it's actually quite mild.
Yeah, it's a pretty good beer. I see why it's one of their best ones.
Yeah, I really like it. Anyway, Jack's not a big fan, but maybe what we'll do is we'll hold his judgment because I didn't tell you guys, but this is a competition. And the loser,
Oh, we know.
and the loser will be kicked off the podcast.
Oh, Declan will lose. I hate IPAs.
So
See you guys.
Oh, that's
So,
a good segue onto what Declan.
yeah,
has
Declan, what
got
have
for
you brought?
Jack?
I brought the Cooper's Hazy IPA.
Jack, you look so impressed, mate.
I'm just that enthused. If it's one beer I just really don't like, it'd be an IPA.
Well, the only reason I bought it because the can looked cool.
So
No, complimented it.
I mean, because you look cool.
Stop it. I'll
And I realised I could have just bought a Bogues Red and just won this easier.
Yeah.
I probably should just bought the Bogues Red.
VB.
There's still time.
yeah,
pause the pod. You
that's it. Literally hold my beer.
Yeah, and I bought this one because it's also expensive. And I'm like, no, you're worth every dollar. So this one, do you know how much a carton of this is though?
How much is a carton?
$95.
what? What? Is he saying it's Cooper's?
Yeah,
Coopers.
Coopers. It's a limited run. It came out in August the 17th.
It's not that limited.
Yeah, no, apparently. I was just like, it's a limited run. I'm like, well, it's still there, so it can't
It's canned for
Well,
me.
like 6 months would be a limited run.
Well, that would just be like a seasonal.
be.
ale or
Maybe
something
it's just
like
not flying off the shelves like they thought it would.
that. Yeah, let's
Maybe.
jack up the price and get those.
So Declan, you're really talking this beer up. So I'm actually quite excited to taste
Just
it.
crack
so,
the can, son.
So Deck, why don't you pour it out and Jack, you
But
can.
the glasses?
It's fine.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but we're going to contaminate flavors.
Cross-contamination.
Actually, we should have lemon sorbet in between beers to cleanse the palate.
So
Guys, we should
Billy-
be getting fresh glasses. This is how COVID started.
But we're not sharing glasses.
Sharing glasses. Cross contamination.
So Jack, what beers do you normally go for? Declan said Bogues Red before.
I'll do most Bogues. Easy. I'll do VB. I'll do 4X. Cut and cold. I'll do a Guinness actually. I've been real heavy on stouts these days.
Really?
Heavy on stouts.
So you've got quite a mix, and they're all very full flavored beers.
Beards.
So I'm looking at your beard. I'm thinking beard.
There's a lot of bees.
A lot of beers, apart from VB, which is quite a light beer.
Yeah. That's an easy washback one. I'll do a Miller.
Yeah, Miller's a light. Yeah, so you got a good all rounder type of.
I think you mixed
Yeah, I
up our
love the
glasses.
Budweiser.
Deck.
What about what's the other blue ribbon?
Yeah. That's a real life flavour.
Yeah. All right.
We don't want to talk about that one.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
don't
That's
talk about
back.
that
That was back in the old series. So this is actually Jack's second time on the podcast. He did a limited run with us back in season 1, which was a bit of fun. Most of the episodes came out, but not all of them. That's for sure.
Yep. This is the test now to see if
Yeah,
it's going to be
exactly.
continued.
We're going to see if we'll let him have another crack.
I picked up Billy's pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and my goodness, the podcast hasn't been the same since. So, Deck, you've already had a taste. Jack, why don't you have a taste? Deck, what do you think?
I reckon it's better than the beer you bought.
Oh, actually, I agree.
Those
That's
fine
quite nice.
Actually, I'll agree.
I don't think you're wrong. It's pretty nice.
That's actually not what I thought it would be.
Yeah, exactly. You should have hold your tongue,
Yeah,
sir.
exactly. Reserve your judgment.
IPAs are normally really, really strong flavored though.
But I think in saying like
Over fermented. Oh, that's.
I think
It's fermented in the can.
so. Like, it's interesting because like we say IPAs are like strong flavors, but not all the time. Like the more we've been having them, the more we're finding these sort of like nice run of the mill sort of IPAs. And I think
we're cracking down, realizing that people are just full of shit.
Yeah.
Like beer's beer.
Yeah, beer
And-
is beer.
Like there's subtle differences, but you can get, like you said, you get an IPA that tastes completely different from something else.
yeah, but I think that's like the opposite of what you just said. You just said beer is beer. And in the same sentence, you said you can get them that taste completely different.
Yeah, they can. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that people just put whatever label they want on their beer and say it's that.
Guys, this is...
I think it's Illuminati.
I'm changing this into a call-out
Zoltan.
podcast. I'm calling you out. That's why I brought you here. That's why I sat you in the corner, because you can't get out. You're stuck.
Watching like Chris Hansen.
Fuck. Went too heavy.
All right,
I thought I
so,
could pull the wool over your eyes.
Yeah, that was okay.
I'll move over. It's my beer's turn.
I think it wasn't too bad. It's like lightly fruity. Like it's just fruity enough.
The aftertaste is definitely an IPA, but like the initial.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of those fruity flavors at the end, maybe a little bit punchy, but not bad at all. So speaking of punchy, Billy, what do you got?
I got a beer that's going to knock your socks off, Jack. I was going through the Bodlow and I was getting quite distraught because I'm trying to find one that describes you. Couldn't find any beards. The tattoos, you got a lot of tattoos, you got big beards, you cut hair. Ironically, don't cut your own face though. And I just thought this beer, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot going on with you. So this is called the amazing Waka Channy. I think that's an I, Channy, and it's a lager, which I happily found out today that you like lager. So I got that one off the bat. But this one is just, if you look at the label, there's just so much going on. And then I saw the beer caddy that it comes in, and I was even more impressed. So Declan, since you're in the middle, you're going to have to open this one for us too. While I read some facts.
I thought you were going to make Declan read your facts.
Do you want me?
Because you're sitting
I'm the
in the
most-
middle, you have
Can
to
you
read
read
the
my
facts.
I'm the most articulate out of everyone here too.
That's it. You've always got the most to say.
So this was voted 5 stars out of 5 by the Miniature Horse Monthly magazine.
By who, Billy?
Just let it
When
come
Declan
off.
finished. You gotta give it some oomph.
You got like a spoon? I'll pop it.
Hey.
I was about to say, maybe you should read the research.
All right. So
Right.
Billy, from the top. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
So on the beer caddy that I got, I had to get it because it looked awesome. It gets 5 out of 5 stars from the Miniature Horse Monthly magazine. And all the
Jack-
awards it won,
Jack,
I'm pretty
you're
sure
a-
they've made them all up.
Jack, you're a subscriber to the Mini Horse Monthly, ain't you?
Oh, it's different. It's
Anyway,
that beast, yeah.
As you were saying, Billy.
It's got with. Oh my god, that's another fact. I didn't even read that one. So,
We're learning on the
Wacky
fly.
Changi is made from 100% free roaming hops. Once a year, when the northerly wind blows unexpectedly to the south, the hops are gently hand milked by the monks who travel the region by maxi taxi. This is brewed and packaged into an easy to open bottle and whacked 100% ready for you to enjoy. And again, they're just whacking off. They're just whacking off that animal. I don't know.
Looks like
It's
it looks
whacking
like
it off.
looks like a guinea pig.
It looks like with tusks.
Yeah, you don't see it often. The dude
Really?
that way the chicken looks.
It's interesting that speaking of whacking off, that's how people often describe your input on the podcast.
My old channel. There's also
So-
some facts on the bottom at the other end of the label if you want to read that top one.
Wakachangi was voted the best beer with best indoor/outdoor flow
What does that mean?
Who's it voted by?
at the 2018 Wakachangi Beer and Furniture Awards. So
So they gave him.
I think,
They gave himself an award.
so I think I appreciate what these guys are trying to do. They're like obviously, I think they're trying to be a bit silly.
Oh, dear
I'm gonna go out there and say they're taking the mickey.
They're going for wacky.
Exactly.
There's
That's
some
it.
silly
They've gone
boys.
funny. I think they should have focused on the flavour because I'm not a big fan of this.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a massive lager guy anyway. I think I've moved more into pale ales, but I just find this, I don't know, even for a lager, like this is like a yucky bogues is how I describe this.
One thing that's key for a lager is it needs to be like friggin' ice cold. Because as soon as it gets a bit of room temp, it gets a bit on the nose. And I think this one's cold, but it's like almost there. It's getting a
Do
bit,
you reckon it'd be a better beer if it was just...
so cold it's frozen.
So what you're saying is we need to come back.
What I think is
No,
what's
no.
happening here is a poor tradesman blames his tools.
that right?
Yeah, sure.
I think it was just the one.
Jack, there's a saying that I live by, okay, and that's when you're right, okay, and
When I'm right, I'm right.
well, no,
Oh, okay.
not you, Billy. It's when you're right, asterisk, not you, Billy.
That's the original saying.
Exactly. I think it was it Shang-Chi who said that. But I think Jack's right about this.
Yeah.
I think it's a yucky bogues. So Jack, you've now tasted all the beers, and I feel like if nothing else, you've learnt a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
And it's such a fun experience to hear three people that know you pretty well describe you completely wrong. And just paint you this like really weird like interpretive art piece.
The ironic thing is, we all knew you liked Bogues Red, but like we weren't going to go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes
Yeah, exactly.
Weird,
Well,
yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised by one beer.
So Jack, why don't you tell us which one of those beers pleasantly surprised you?
Am I
Going on, am I rattling them off on the
You can just say whatever you want. Like we
Don't make it a list because I know I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
So just say the number one.
I reckon coming in at number 1 is Declan, pleasantly surprised. I thought it'd be shit house because the IPA scared me. But that comes in number 1. Will, sorry, Bill. Yeah. Sorry.
So but like mine is also an IPA.
Yeah.
Like
It
it's
was
so
nice
it's
knowing you.
it's another type of IPA.
Yeah, I thought I was looking forward to Billy's because it had lager on it, but
Yeah, it's just like when you're buying a beer on the shelf, you just never know. So that's why you just need to branch out and just try them and realize you hate them, and then just put me in my place.
there's like another saying as well, if it ain't broke, don't fix.
Okay. Yep. I'm feeling it.
When we know what's right. You know.
Do you want
Declan,
to stick to Bogues? You reckon?
Declan, do you have a saying you want to add?
Nah.
Thanks. Cool. Declan, it's always great to have you for those amazing insights. And speaking of amazing, I don't know if you can tell because most of us are wearing hats, but we consistently get amazing haircuts from Mullet's Barbershop. Now, Jack, tell us a little bit about Mullet's Barbershop and tell the people at home so that they can receive the amazing treatment that we have.
Oh, it's a barbershop. It's located in a pub. And I cut hair there. It's walk-in service. And yeah, you just walk in and I'll cut your hair there.
So if you want to look as good as the Beer Babies, which, let's
It's
be
hard
honest,
to say I'm the only one without a hat and I haven't had a
Yeah,
haircut for a while.
you're
so like every other day, I'm getting emails from people. Like we ask for emails all the time. We want people to get in touch, and tell us what their favorite beers are. Nobody wants to tell me what their favorite beers are. What they want to know is, where are you guys getting your haircut? And that's why we got you on, Jack. So if you want to look as good as the Beer Babies, then follow Mullet's Barber on Instagram.
Barbershop.
Mullet's Barbershop on Instagram. Mullet's Barbershop on Instagram. Go check him out. He's that Irish. He'll look after you. If you use the promo code Beer Babies, you'll get 50% off. Jack told me that.
Holy fuck.
No, you won't.
So
You get,
It-
wait, if
yeah.
I come in and use that, does that work?
Yeah,
Or?
straight away.
Okay.
But like, you can't like warn them after listening to the episode.
Yeah.
To like hear. You can't be like, fuck.
They got to name the 3 beers that we had today.
Yeah, as well.
So the-
I'll put them through the
so-
ring.
And they all got to come into Launceston in Tassie as well.
Yeah.
So, yep.
yeah, so all our South American listeners will have to make the trip over.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they will. So it's been so great having you on the podcast, Jack. Thanks for hanging out. We're hoping maybe we'll get you back on maybe sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it went
for
pretty
another
well.
go.
Nothing caught fire.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Let's go.
So, thanks you so much for listening at home. Thanks for following us. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Get in touch with us on the socials. You can send us an email at beerbabieспod and let us know what your favourite beer is, and we'll try it on the podcast. It's been so nice having Jack here. It's so nice having the boys back. And we'll see you next time. Catch you guys.
See ya.
See you later.
Ta-ta.